expect you to get to 300?
You think I'd have an answer, wouldn't you, knowing that this is coming this week? But so many things it means. But I think to me it means that I've had a lot of good people support me along the way, and I've probably reflected on that a little bit this week, more so than me making or achieving 300 games. I've looked at it more as all those people that helped me, and thinking back to the 2000 draft where I was picked up and started pre-season in November 2000, and who were the initial people that helped me, and who were the players that I looked up to back then. So I've sort of reflected on reaching this milestone in that regard, as opposed to trying to compare who else has played 300 games.
Who are the ones that come to mind? Is there anyone in particular that's helped you from the start?
Yeah, there's a lot, and I got caught yesterday having a conversation with someone, individualising a few, and then I got home that night and I probably missed a few people. So yeah, the couple that stand out are Brent Harvey, Adam Simpson, Lee Colbert, John Blakey. David King was the first bloke to come up and shake my hand. Corey McKernan was the first bloke I did a partner stretch with out on the field. So those memories have come flooding back so far this week.
Is this the most exciting era you've been a part of at North Melbourne?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the best team I've played in, and best group of players I've played with, performance-wise. Having played in the 2014 and last year's prelims as well, and the side still looks really strong. I think the last time we played in a prelim prior to this was 2007, and the lead up to that was the year before was ordinary, and the year after that we bombed out round week one of the final. So this is the most consistent side with the most potential to take this group somewhere pretty special.
Does that keep you hungry, the fact that you've got young guys around you and you're having some relative success as well?
Yeah, it does. It definitely, playing in a premiership is what drives me still, and what drives everybody here at this footy club. And the fact that the last 2 years have been good, this year's been okay so far. Still got a long way to go. Don't get me wrong, I'm not getting too carried away with things yet, but the potential is there with this group.
Sort of, you're only the fifth guy at this club to play 300. Does that seem a bit surreal?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, to join Brent, Glenn Archer, Adam Simpson and Wayne Schimmelbusch as others that have played 300 will be, it'll be, I feel a sort of an awkwardness joining that group, that group of players, being able to, I guess, be spoken of in the same sentence as those guys in the future when they speak of who's played 300 at North is, it's a bit overwhelming.
What did Boomer say to you, Drew? I mean, he's sort of, does he say you've got 100 to go before you get a real milestone?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. Anywhere else you'd probably be showered with praise and that, but here it's 300 is like, Boomer's just like whatever. Like, I got like 400 and I'm still going. So he's been a good role model, Brent. Lived with him for a couple of years early on in my career and saw how he prepared for footy, and he just keeps going. He trains every single session. He's not someone who misses things and gets looked after and wrapped in cotton wool each week. So when a 38-year-old keeps training every week, then as me at 33, there's no excuses for me either.
There seems to be a lot of guys flourishing in their 30s still. May or may not be different to previous eras. Does the modern professionalism sort of help with longevity?
Yeah, I think it does, but all our 30-year-olds here, again, like Brent, they're doing everything that the 21-year-olds are doing. We're training every single session. Maybe there was a period where, as soon as you got to 30, we lightened off the amount of training you did. You're able to get away with a bit more, whereas the mentality here is you do everything. You're in line with whatever the training requirements are. So, but across the competition, we're seeing 30-year-olds play really well still.
So what do you reckon you're doing at 38?
Oh, not playing footy. Definitely not playing footy at 38. I don't know what I will be doing, but that's one thing I won't be doing. Yeah. Oh, I'd like to be still playing footy at 34. Yeah, but just got to make sure I hold up my end of the bargain, perform, and we'll see what happens.
right now, is the body feeling like you could play at least another injury?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the body does. Yeah, I feel fine. There's no injuries lingering and no weak spots in my body. It's just a matter of making sure I probably perform a little bit better. It's the first I've been contributing, but I haven't been setting the world on fire in this first part of the year. But when you're playing in a winning side, you're just happy to do your little part. And whilst I'm part of the winning formula, I'll stay in the team.
Did the field get stuck into that Sean goal the week? Or was
Yeah.
pleased up because it's 300 this week?
No, I deserve every form of abuse for that shot. Had the chance to ice the game there in that last quarter, and that was horrible. That was horrible. That one. I deserve a kick in the backside for that one. Yeah.
I know the analogy's not quite right, but as a member of a small club and a club that's often had to really do the hard yards, do you look at Leicester and sort of think, that anyone can do this?
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that analogy, but it's a good one. Yeah, I mean, they've come from nowhere. I don't think we haven't come from nowhere, given that the last 2 years have been pretty solid. But it's nice to, North are never going to be spoken of as being one of the big four, and certainly Leicester probably won't either. But I think we're fighting for the small people here. We're in that sort of echelon. We're in that company of groups of sporting sides around the world where we're not the ones that are in the bright lights all the time. So that's something that we enjoy. I think we enjoy that being touted as one of the smaller clubs and maybe having seemed to have punched above our weight for a period of time, but we've still been really competitive across all the years, regardless of what facilities you all had to come and report from once upon a time.
Do you reckon you're getting the sort of respect, but not you, but the team after your perfect start? There's still a bit of scepticism out there about you guys.
Yeah, well, there is, but you look at the ladder at the moment, and we've only we only played 2 teams in the top 8. So, we're one, so there's 4, does that make 5 other sides in the 8 that we haven't played yet? So I think once we play a few more of those sides and beat a few more of those sides, then maybe that scepticism will go away. But I can understand at the moment, given we've only played 2 top 8 sides.
Just on a bit more wash up from that game on Friday night, Drew, were you guys a bit disappointed with some of the comments that came out of the Bulldogs about Lindsay Thomas's hit on Hunter, given the MRP hadn't yet handed down the verdict?
Good question. Yeah, I was. Make sure I answer this one right before you spread it everywhere, Mark. I feel as though that the decision handed down. I feel though there's been a bit of trial by media with this one. On the night, it looked a high tackle. It was given a free kick, and it was dealt with there and then. And I thought, okay, that's all there is to do with that. I didn't think it'd get this far, but I feel that the way it's been reported gave it a bit of momentum, and we're at an end point now where it's likely he's not going to play this weekend.
But it's not just the reporting, like the Bontempelli comments probably specifically added a bit of fuel to the fire. I've seen snippets of what was said, but I mean, you guys have to then go and print it, and everyone gets a grab off it and blows it up and makes a story out of it. So, I mean, he said what he said, but if you guys then don't blow it up, then no one really listens to it. Just on this press conference, has this been a bit of an easier one to sit down in front of than the one you got from your teammates?
Yeah. Is that up? Is it already, that one? Yeah. That was a stitch up. So yeah, I don't know what's coming this week. The media department pick on me. I've been bullied at this place for a lot of years by a media team. I had the privilege a couple of weeks ago. You might have seen I did get to speak to Arnold Schwarzenegger a few weeks ago, which has been a highlight of my career, and it continues to go on, this bullying. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the week. I had no idea that was happening yesterday. I don't know what's going on.
Are you considering your sort of your legal position?
I am. I'm going to sue the club and take a few people down with me.
Drew, what's the highlight been in the career so far? Has it been just as simple as the prelims, or?
Yeah, the prelims. Yeah, playing finals footy is the greatest highlight in a footballer's career. I've never played a flag, so that'll be the greatest. But finals footy, it's the excitement around finals. I mean, there's only 4 or 2 or 1 game on a weekend, so everybody's watching it. The fans come down, the members come out and support us at training. It's the best part of the career.
And from a personal perspective, the game against the Doggies where you slammed 6 home in the first quarter, is that the one that stands out, or is there a better game?
From a personal point of view, that one does. Yeah, I think it's to self-indulge here for a moment. Yeah, that's probably my best individual performance, to kick 6 in 20 minutes. People say 6 in a quarter, but it was 20 minutes, all right? So I've got to clarify that. But it's been a while since I've kicked a big bag of goals, so I'm hanging on to a game that was back in 2007.
Saints form, they've got their over 30s are thriving at the moment. What have you made of that?
Yeah, been very good. Yeah, we came up against the Saints in the NAB Challenge and was impressed then as well. Yeah, they hunted Melbourne on the weekend. They were very damaging with their run and their speed of ball from their back line to their forward line was outstanding. Rewalt, I think Lee Montagne's 30 as well. Those blokes aren't slowing down either. Sam Fisher in the back line, and they've got plenty of young blokes who are able to run and carry the footy really quickly. So for them to kick almost 20 goals on the weekend, and they've done that a couple of times this year, is definitely a hard task for us this weekend.
Does their unpredictability make it a bit hard to plan against them? Like from week to week, it's sort of been a little bit up and down.
Yeah, they have been up and down, but I think the way they're playing and how they set up has been the same. Their structures are the same, maybe because they're a bit of a younger side. Having a new coach only for a couple of years, they're still, striving for that consistency. But we've done a bit of research on the Saints, and there's sort of similarities as to how they're playing each week already. All right. Cool. Thanks everyone for turning up. Thank you. All right. Cool.